Hello everyone, Angelo here, homeless filmmaker in LA. And if you've been watching lately, you know I'm dealing with what I believe is a bout of depersonalization, derealization. I'm talking calmly now. It's scary, it's tough, it's affecting my sleep now. I have to try and not fight it so hard that it's painful and gives me more anxiety. So alternate between accepting it and fighting to break through of this haze I'm in, this fog. Now, I went to an excellent urgent care psychiatric facility where the ER recommended I go. Everything's covered, the visit's covered by the county, the prescriptions are going to be covered on Monday. So if I get them today, I'm better, and I'll talk about the prescriptions, I better get them like just for 2 days. I don't want to pay for, you know, the whole thing. Do I think the prescriptions will help me? Basically, have never helped me in my life. They may help me sleep. I'm having trouble sleeping. I'm having like strange sensory experiences while I'm sleeping. I'm not feeling like myself. Again, I feel like there's the ground floor and then the rest isn't here, and I'm not able to have my passions the same and my interests and drives. I'm lucky I'm able to even speak. When I've been like this before, it was hell on earth. Social worker, very nice. He's like, yeah, it sounds like DPDR. I'm like, you've heard of it? Like, I already told him about it. It's not like he just said it right there, but he's like, yeah, it's one of our DSM-5 or whatever things. And I always try and tell people who are trying to treat me about that, because I'm like, please don't treat me for bipolar disorder, schizophrenia. I think this is DPDR. Each time it's set off by an anxiety attack. I had a mild one, but a few days ago, and you know, it's very scary, believe me, but because it's like a fog where everything's two-dimensional, and movies to me don't have the same power and resonance in me. The emotions don't resonate, and my suspension of disbelief isn't right, so it almost feels like I'm hallucinating the movie myself, and I'm the characters on the screen in a way, and it's just painful. It hurts and gives me anxiety. And what I'm hoping the next step is, okay, give me a prescription for Seroquel and guanfacine. So I'll try those for like 2 weeks and see if they help with my anxiety and sleeping, I guess. And the other thing, the really important thing, they referred me to a mental health office that I should call Monday and try and get proper treatment for depersonalization, derealization. Not therapy for depression or something, but something to help get me the strength to break through this thing, whatever it is. So it's frightening, definitely. My mom is great about it. She's like, Angelo, I'm disappointed in you. Like, because I said, I'm sorry. Like, I'm sorry. I wish I wasn't like this. I want to be there to, you know, make you a star and stuff and whatever, even though she already is. But I want to be there to keep doing that, you know? I don't want to be like left behind. And she's like, Angelo, I know you'll be fine, because think about it. You loved movies 2 weeks ago. You were able to engage with them. You think all of a sudden you stopped in one day and that's it? You press a button, you're done? No, it's hidden right now. It's trapped, but your mind's gonna come loose and deal with it. I get painful, not painful real, but strange sensations in my chest and legs, like this numb sensation, almost like I'm being filled with helium. It's strange. It's frightening. When I'm lying down to sleep, the noises on the street, they jolt me and scare me, whereas before they didn't. It's like a flash inside me, or if my phone notification goes off. I'm gonna get coaching from somebody who's an expert on DPDR. And I asked him, well, you know, will the coaching help? And he's like, the coaching won't do anything for you. It's like getting a gym membership. You have to do the work and get the strength, but I know you can. I'm like, geez, hope so this time. Because before, it wouldn't have helped, because I was in such... there was no words that were going to help me. What I want to do is be able to feel my pain again. Basically, I'm depersonalized. I feel like I'm outside myself in a way, derealized, like the world's fake in a way. That's not perfectly a description of everything, but it kind of is in a lot of ways, and I'm just so scared that this isn't going to be the right treatment or something, and I'll be stuck like this. But I'm trying to push through, not retreat from life, as hard as it is. Try and maintain my wits about me, keep working on film sets as long as I can. try and keep my mind engaged in movies where, you know, where I'm either watching clips or watching a movie whenever I can, and build up that strength. Sort of, that's what movies do for me. It's like fortify my emotions, so I'm more and more myself. Whereas, like, say everything about me is flayed open and there's no Angelo, what movies tend to do, it's like a grout, you know, you wipe it over a side of a building, it patches it up, it smooths me up, it strengthens me. And I've sort of lost that recently with, you know, being overwhelmed and stuff. And then I had that little anxiety attack at the motel. But as scary as it is, I want to keep pushing. And whilst words still work for me, and while I'm still able to think clearly, even though I do have this fog, you know, I can take advantage of these services and still somehow try and work and exercise. I didn't exercise this morning. I stayed in my car for a while. I didn't sleep well. So that's not good. I barely ate today. My appetite's suppressed. That's not good. I was getting anxiety in the doctor's office because he dismissed whether it was DPDR or not. He's like, well, I don't know, because, you know, that's typically associated with anxiety. I told him right after that, I said, well, you know, I've had anxiety attacks every time this has come on. He's saying it might be bipolar disorder. I don't buy it. I don't think so. And I'm trying to stand up for myself this time, whereas before I've had a psychiatrist who was just awful and didn't seem to really have any personal concern for me. So it's like, yeah, I'm in there. I just need to break through and, you know, punch through that glass and see clearly out the other side. I don't know what that'll mean, but I hope to be, you know, better than ever. For now, at least I'm still able to drive, have my senses about me, and I'm going to go to the library and try and do some work and maybe watch some videos and try and do stuff to stimulate my senses in a way and feel like myself and not try and work myself into too much anxiety. So, you know, if you're out there, you have mental problems like I have in my life, you know, get help. Don't let it get to devastating conditions. It might not be DPDR. For most people, it's not going to be, but it might be depression, anxiety, low self-worth. You know, if you have trauma in your life, definitely get it worked on. It's important. I'm glad I can feel sad about that and cry. So DPDR, it does have to do with trauma. And, you know, not being able to handle it, and then the effects of trauma, and basically it's like saying, okay, well, the mind will protect you by not disengaging from all feeling. And the thing is, you know, people get stuck in it. Most people, they might have it for a few seconds or minutes after a traumatic event. And then some people get it for months or years. I'm hoping that's not the case this time. I'm hoping therapy is like a bullet to the face of this thing, where it, you know, reinvigorates my strength and gets me out of it. But I'm not trying to put too much, you know, anxiety into thinking that either way. It's just, let's go and see. Fortunately, I can still edit videos. Before, when I was sick, I could not do that. It was so painful. I couldn't bring myself to. It was hell on earth. I threatened to kill myself. You know, I went to the mental hospital. That was a pretty hellish experience. I was going through extreme pain every moment, and somehow I got better. But in the moment, I couldn't see it. Now I'm like, oh yeah, of course I got better. Back then, I was 100% positive I'd be like that the rest of my life. So that's why I have to be a balance of sort of accepting it, letting it pass, but also fighting what I can without working myself into anxiety. I don't like being like this. I feel like I'm a disappointment to people. I want to be my regular, usual, you know, excitable self. And I'm going to try to as much as possible. And I'm almost taking in the senses of, do I, you know, feel everything around me now or not? But anyways, okay, I won't go on too long with this. I'm going to try and get some work done. Thanks for watching, everybody. Thanks for supporting. I gotta eat something. I barely ate today. Some almonds, almendras. And try and maintain my emotions as much as possible. My drives, my obsessions, my passions. There's a part of me that's always thought, no, it's wrong to have those things. I'm not supposed to. And really, those are the things that make life worth living. My pride, you know, my sense of humor, all that stuff. Right now, all that's, it's in a fog. It's behind this milky substance that it needs to get through. Anyways, let me know what you think. I appreciate it. Appreciate your patience while I go through this thing. It's not easy. But hey, we need Medicare for all, because they're covering my bills out here. That's great. It should be like that everywhere. It shouldn't be like how it was when I was in Virginia and I had to get my family to help me out and stuff. It shouldn't be like that. There's a lot of people who don't have that help. All right, everyone. Thanks.